Africa.
Hello guys, Mr. Rossi1990 here, and this is a FIFA 13 talk video on FIFA 12 Ultimate Team where I talk about some 5-star skillers again. Basically, I've done a video on this before if you want to check that one out. Have a look on my channel, or I might leave it in the description or something like that, where I basically spoke about people who we thought should be 5-star skills in FIFA 13 who weren't in FIFA 12. Now, this edition is going to be like a Brazilian edition to it, because obviously Brazilians are the main people who are normally 5-star skills, and they've just been performing in the Olympics, the young Brazilians anyway, which are most of the ones I got here. And I've been noticing that quite a lot of them are actually a lot more skillful than I thought they were. And obviously you've got the first one here, which is of course Neymar, who is 5-star skills in this game, of course. Now obviously he in my opinion will stay at 5-star skills. I think that's a given. He's fantastic. You watch him in the Olympics, and if many of you have, you probably have been, because it's been probably one of the highlights of the footballing part of the Olympics anyway. Obviously this is just after Team GB have just crashed out to Korea, which is a bit of a disappointment, but we didn't expect to get too far anyway, and we had Brazil in the next round if we got through, so that would have probably ended quite badly. So it is what it is. But yeah, Neymar definitely 5-star skills in the next FIFA 13 game, which is pretty much a done deal in my opinion. Obviously, if 5-star skills is still 5-star skills, I'm thinking you never know, they could come out with something like a 6-star skill move, which is just outrageous. Neymar would probably be able to do that one, because he is literally the best of the best when it comes to doing skills, in my opinion. He's up a young, it's like kind of like a young Ronaldinho in a way. Ronaldinho was always the one I looked up to do the skilling. He was like the skiller in real life. You just seen him play with Barcelona. He was absolutely incredible. Neymar is looking like he might turn into one of them. He's doing the skills at the moment, and he's so young. He's 1992. That I know a lot of you probably watching this video are about that age, or just under, or maybe a bit over if you are like me. I'm slightly older. He's actually younger than me, which is rather depressing. But yeah, Neymar is pretty much a done deal at 5-star skills. So we move on to a left-back option. We've got the Marcelo Azevedo, who's a left-back, who's a 5-star skiller. I don't really know much about him in real life. I haven't really ever seen him play, so I don't know if he should still be a 5-star skiller. A lot of people have told me he is actually quite decent in real life at doing. He does kind of like some step-overs and stuff like that, but I don't really know if he does the main 5-star skill moves. Probably does a Ronaldo chop or something in real life or whatever, but Marcelo really does do quite a lot of skillful moves in real life. I've seen him pull out numerous Ronaldo chops, or chops if you want to call them that, for Real Madrid, and in this Brazilian Olympics so far, he has been really, really skillful on the ball and stuff like that. So it wouldn't surprise me. I think he is already 4-star, or he might even be 3-star. I'm not too sure about that one, but if he's not 4-star already, he definitely should be a 4-star, possibly a 5-star, but not 100% sure on that one. Now, Danilo obviously hasn't played, as far as I'm aware, he hasn't played for Team GB. I'm not too sure how old he is actually. 1987, he probably could have played as an overage player, but obviously they didn't take him. And he's a 5-star skiller in this game. Again, don't know much about him. He's just come up in this category of Brazilian players. But obviously he is quite good at skills, because he's having in form, which can only tell me that he's obviously doing well in real life as well. So if that's doing well doing skills, then there you go, that's what he is. So I wouldn't be surprised if he stays at 5-star skills, but again, I don't really know a lot about him, so leave in the comments about that. I know you like to leave in the comments telling me what I do and don't know about football. Again, I'm going to be honest here, I'm not a big fan of the Brazilian League. I mean, I have a massive fan of the Brazilian League, I said that wrong. I don't watch the Brazilian League as much as I really want to, because I work on Saturdays and stuff like that, and Saturdays, I know it probably isn't a day when Brazilians are on, but I just want to watch the England style of football, if that makes sense. I don't really know where I'm going with that, but I just don't really seem to watch a lot of Brazilian football. I watch quite a lot of Spanish football, so I know my stuff about all the Spanish footballers. But this guy here, Danilo, he plays for Porto now, obviously. I think he did play for, was it Santos, and then transferred to Porto on this game, so he's obviously transferred to them. He actually surprised me. I didn't know a lot about him in real life, and then seeing him at the Olympics, he looked like a quite solid centre midfielder. I don't know if he's a skiller. I think he might actually be a 2-star or 3-star skiller on this game, which is abysmal. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets upgraded to 4-star, looking like a quite good talent for the future. Again, 1991, a young talent. Watch out for him. Potentially could become a 5-star skiller in the game, but I highly doubt that. I think he will probably be a 4-star. And then we've got Pato, who I don't really know about him. He's had an alright Olympics. I think he picked up a goal or two, and obviously we ain't got to the end yet, so he might pick up more. But with him, I don't really see him skill a lot. I don't understand why he's 5-star skills. He's a brilliant player, don't get me wrong there, but I don't know about skilling part. Maybe they just put him that because he's Brazilian, I don't know. But he doesn't seem to overly do a lot of skills, so leave in a comment about that. If you've got a video you want to show me him doing the skills, and that would be ideal, because I haven't seen him pull out, like a chop or a fancy flick or something like that, or anything like that. So we've got Thiago Silva next. We'll move on from Patterson and all about him. Thiago Silva obviously is a centre-back, so the chance of him being a 4 or 5-star skiller is very low, but what a player he is. I mean, watching him in the Olympics, he is a solid player. Brilliant signing for PSG. Obviously, they picked him up with Ibrahimovic. What a deal that was from AC Milan. They've been hit hard with that one. But, yeah, obviously he's not going to be a 5-star skiller. I just thought I'd put him in here anyway, just because he is probably one of the most skillful centre-backs I've seen in a long time. The way he controls the ball, the way he passes the ball, the way he just goes about playing football is incredible. He's such an amazing centre-back. I rate him up there as highly as Vidic. I consider Vidic as one of the best centre-backs in the world. I don't know if you agree with that. I'm not a Man U fan, but I think Vidic is the whole round package. Him on a good day, he's probably the best, if not. PK is pretty good as well. Puyol is not bad, but I just think Vidic on a good day is probably the best centre-back in the world, and Thiago Silva can't be far away from being there. And I don't know how old Thiago Silva is. He's 1984. He's not exactly young anymore. He's not old though, but he's not exactly young. So yeah, I don't really know about him. I think he probably will be one of the best centre-backs in the world by the time Vidic is out of the equation, because I think Vidic is a bit older than that. Again, I might be wrong. Leave in the comments if I am, because I'm not really 100% again about ages. But yeah, Thiago Silva, wouldn't be surprised if he's probably 3-star, probably stay at 3-star. That probably makes sense. Now, Oscar, what a player he is. I've been watching him in the Olympics. Holy shit! He is probably the highlight of the Brazilian team, in my opinion. I don't know if a lot of you agree with that. Obviously, he just got his move to Chelsea for £25 million, I do believe, so he must be something good. But you see him in the Olympics. The goal with Neymar, when they did a little bit of play, Neymar backheeled it to him, and he picked out the corner. That was so calm. It's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic with him and Neymar. I absolutely love Neymar as well. Oscar, fantastic. I honestly think he's 4-star. I think he'll probably stay 4-star, because people in the Premiership doesn't really seem to get many upgrades to 5-star skills. You've got the likes of Nani, Adel Tarabd as well, which is a bit of a strange one. He does do skills in real life. He was a 5-star skiller, so Oscar has the potential to be a 5-star skiller, but he's not the type of guy who's going to pull out a fake Rabona in the middle of a game, when Neymar probably is that type. But Oscar definitely does some skills, so 4-star skills will probably be about right for him, which is what he is in this game. Now moving on to Hulk. Obviously, he plays for Porto as well as Danilo, so that's a pretty good little linkage there between them two in a little team. So I didn't realise they play for the same team. That's ideal. Hulk, obviously, what a brute he is. What an absolute beast of a man that guy is. He is literally the Hulk. You see him up against all these young Brazilians. He just looks like oh my God, he's an absolute brute. If you've ever played Saints Row, he's one of the brutes on Saints Row. That's what he is. Absolute tank. But I think he was 5-star skills in FIFA 10. I don't know if I spoke about him in my last video, but Hulk, in my opinion, should be 5-star skills. I don't know why, I just have a feeling about him where he could pull out anything out the bag. He's got such good techers, as it was. So I think he's an absolute amazing player. So it wouldn't surprise me if he does get an upgrade to 5-star skills. But then again, I think he probably will stay at 4-star skills. Leandro Del Mayo, I do believe he's called. He actually looks like quite a decent little player there. He's not little anyway, 6'2". I mean, he's quite a good little young player. I don't really know about skills him-wise. He did do quite a nice goal in the game against, was it Honduras, where he dragged it back away from the defender and then whacked it in. I think he might have took a little bit of a deflection in the goal, but that doesn't matter. It just looks like he's got good ball control. Now, his stats on his card don't look amazing. Apparently, he's 85 at heading. Quite slow. He didn't seem slow to me. 76 isn't exactly slow, but against all of these other people along the line here, he's definitely by far the slowest. But where it comes to 5-star skills, I'm pretty sure, is he 3-star skills? Again, I'm not 100% on that. Could be 4-star. But I think a 4-star skill is probably about right for him. He's not exactly the type of person who's going to pull out a fake Rabona, like I said, but he is the type of person who could potentially pull out a Ronaldo chop. So according to FIFA rules, he probably should be a 4-star skiller. Now, Maicon Liete, obviously a 5-star skill in the game. Newly 5-star skills to this game. I don't even know if he was in FIFA 11. I don't think he was. He looks new to me. He was such a hype at the start. I think people were picking him up on the web up for 8k. Look what he's still going for now. This is pretty much the end of FIFA 12. He's still going for about 100, over 100k. I don't know if that's a good price for him. I just put that on my watch list. But yeah, I've got the informed version who's still going for around 1 million coins. So that's pretty much telling you how good that guy is. In game, he's fantastic. In real life, again, I'm going to hold my hands up. Don't know a lot about him. I know he is actually quite a skillful player because I've seen clips of him doing skills and stuff. But when it comes to doing 5-star skills, is he really that amazing, is the question you want to be asking yourself. Hopefully he is, because he's one of my favourite players in the Ultimate Team. I'd love to see him in FIFA 13, a 5-star skill again, but I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a little downgrade to 4-star just because he like to troll. And then moving on, we've got Lucas. heavily linked with Man U, and I think Man City have come in, as well as Inter as well. So he is a much wanted man this summer. So I'm not sure where he's going to end up. I'd love to see him in the Premier League. Obviously not a big Man U fan, so I'll probably like to see him at Man City. But if he goes to Man U, fair enough. He is a fantastic player in real life, but 5-star skills in the... Again, I'm going to go with the Olympics. Did he really look like he was a skillful player? He looked like he was a pacey player, that's for sure. And look at his stats there. That's actually the informed version I've got on the card there. Again, I'm going to probably say he will say 5-star skills because he is the type of player who will pull out them things. But he didn't look like he was going to skill in the Olympics. But again, you don't know until you watch all the games and you don't know what they do in the Brazilian league, because it's obviously a much more skillful league, much more high-tempoed league and stuff like that. So he probably will stay at 5-star skills, which would be amazing. Now we've got Ilsinho, who I don't know nothing about, but he's 5-star skills, which is amazing. Look at his stats, guys. I'm pretty sure he's a right back in FIFA 11. I've completely forgot everything about FIFA 11 here so far. Please put that in the comments if you know anything about that. But he's 5-star skills, not too sure what he'll be doing next year. Probably getting a downgrade because I don't know a lot about him, and he just doesn't seem the person who's in hype anymore. He might even be a silver. If he's a 5-star skill in silver centre mid next year, you'll probably be seeing him in a lot of teams. The fact he's a 75 gold puts you off him a little bit, but doesn't put me off him. I love having my non-Chinese in my teams. They work very well together. Now we've also got Ganso. I think it's heavily linked with Arsenal, but I'm not sure if that will come up or not. But he's a really good player. He looked really lanky. Yeah, he's 6 foot, quite tall for his age. Well, you say that nowadays, people are way over that. But that picture, it looks like him a bit, but he looks a bit different to that in real life. He looks a bit fluffier hair and a bit more stranger face, but he'll actually look like quite a half-decent player. I don't know about 5-star skills, that's to be debated. But that's actually going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do hit that like button if you have. See if we can get like 400 likes, 500 likes in this video. That would be absolutely amazing. If my video isn't hitting your sub box, be sure to leave it in the comments telling me if it has or hasn't, because I've having some troubles recently. I had a lot of people telling me that videos aren't hitting sub boxes, which is a bit of a piss take, really, because I want to get these videos out to you. If you're not seeing them and you want to see them, then it's a bit of a troll to everyone. But while YouTube is having a bad period, just let me know in the comments or leave me a cheeky message on YouTube or follow me on Twitter, of course, and be sure to speak to me. Now I do speak back to pretty much everyone who talks to me if I'm available to be spoke to, if I'm on Twitter, of course, or out and about. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and also hit that subscribe button if you are new to my channel. Thank you very much and goodbye.